What is the biggest mistake podcast hosts make when they're publishing a podcast? Why is it that the podcast is not growing as quickly as you'd like it to be? Why is it that your monetization seems to be a distant look into the future? This is what we will be talking about in this video, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to monetize your podcast. My name is Beate Chelette. I'm the growth architect, and I help business owners, visionaries, and experts like you to grow their authority and scale their impact. One of the big misconceptions as a podcast host, and I have my own podcast, it is the Business Growth Architect Show, a podcast that is specific to strategies. So every Monday we drop a strategy. Is that a lot of my fellow colleagues who have a podcast are looking at the podcast from this idea of the Joe Rogan idea that sometime in the future, it's going to go big, it's going to go viral, and then all these amazing things are going to happen. But when I probe and I said, well, what are these things that you think are going to happen? They have no clue, like none, zero, zip, nada, nilch. So when you are putting a podcast together as a host, yes, this idea of that we are going to drown in downloads and that people are going to love us is this old love relationship with social media, because you've seen it happen to somebody before and it feels good, because who doesn't want to be liked? But the reality of this is, as a podcast host, you want to make sure that every action you take actually has a monetization strategy behind the podcast. So you need to figure out a way on how to get these people that are listening to your podcast into your lead generation, so you can turn them into prospects, and prospects nurture them into customers, or how to use it to build your authority in such a way that you get to a completely different level, caliber of guests that are elevating you, or even potential clients. I have strategies that we specifically designed for that. So if you want to know more about this, please put it in the notes and say, DM me or email me and share your information with us. And then we'll send you some information on some of our free master classes that we are launching right now that will help you to figure out some of these issues with monetization of your podcast. Because if you're not making any money right now, if you are on air, but you are not turning this into dollars, and you can't pay your bills, and you have no products and services to sell, and people like you, but they don't buy, you got a major problem. You got a hobby, not a business. So allow us to help you with some of the free stuff that we're putting out right now to help you to figure out how to monetize your talent. Thank you so much for watching. Beate Chelette.